Mike's hot boots on the ground, troops coming heavy with the no-nonsense sound. Ain't no filters, we break the mold. Stories hidden, swept away, now they're getting told. Spotlights hit, the tension pops. We ain't here for nothing but the real damn drops. We're busting bubbles, taking names, cussing and discussing, changing the game. No smoke, no mirrors, no curtain calls. Piss on the fire and call the dogs. Steel chairs, court stairs, backstage heat. Legends fall when we bring that beat. Voices sharp, we cutting right through. Best damn team, yeah, you know it's true. We ain't your daddy's play-by-play. We call it raw, we're here to stay. From bell to bell, win or lost. Shoot, don't care who signs the checks or calls the boss. Putting out fires, taking names, cussing and discussing, fueling the flames. Standing tall when the last bell call. Piss on the fire and call the dogs.
Good evening, everybody. I want to thank you all for joining us for this edition of Cussin Discussin. I am the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD. Alongside me, the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon. Better late than never.
Better late than never, Doc.
We got here. I mean, don't know what to expect out of us, but
Well, I mean, you know, stuff happens. We have shoot jobs and shoot lives, and
we do.
You know, yeah.
I always thought what I'd have done, never mind. Joy of the world, joy of the world. We are here. We are actually live, and I'm going to check real quick because I don't know if we are or not. Supposed to be live on YouTube.
We could be live on Facebook and YouTube right now, and we don't even know it.
Well, that's what I'm going for. Let's see here.
Check and see.
We're looking. You. Nope, that's not me. Let's go to Cussin and Discussin. Cussin and Discussin.
Doc's got these big, wide beaver tail looking thumbs. It takes him a minute, folks.
It takes me a minute to do a whole lot of stuff. Let me just go ahead and tell you right now. Yeah, I mean, it says, hey, look, there we are. Semi-live.
Yeah. Well, there's a delay with YouTube. We know that, but
it showed me watching it.
Yeah.
So at least it's me and you. I mean,
yeah,
it is what it is.
But today we thought about doing something a little bit different. Tonight we're going to open the floodgates, so to speak. You've got questions. If you've got questions, we've got answers. We've got opinions. We've got hot takes. You want to talk about regrets or locker room lore, whatever you've got, Appalachian legends, backstage beef, you know, we're up for it. If you're just talking about booking philosophy or, you know, in-ring philosophy, whatever, we're here to answer questions. So if you're watching, hit us up. Shoot us a question at any point and we'll get to it. We're not going to glaze over it.
No, we're not ducking the hard ones. We're not sugarcoating the truth. And we're definitely not pretending we didn't hear that one because somebody said something somewhere.
Yeah.
But no, it's awesome just to sit down and open the floodgates, and hopefully people start coming in here in a minute. Maybe we'll sit around for a while and see what we're doing.
I mean, yeah, we'll hit on pretty much anything anybody wants to ask about, but just know, if you come for the crown, be ready to fight for it.
That's a fact. So go ahead, ask us almost anything. We are open.
You know, Doc, you just mentioned before we went live here, this is number 65.
It is. It's episode number 65.
Out of 65, what is this? Maybe the fourth or fifth time we've been live?
I think it's about the
fifth time we've been live. So, the show's getting reviews and views on
see if we can't help
on
it out
Facebook
a little bit.
and YouTube, and even over on some of the podcast platforms.
Oh yeah.
We're gearing up right now for what is going to be a huge coming month, including the end of this month. We're looking at EPW will be live in Oliver Springs next Saturday. We will be live in Loyal, Kentucky the Saturday after that. We will be with AOG in their return to the AOG training facility the week after that. Then we're going to take a week off, and then we're going back to Oliver Springs with EPW the week after that.
That's it. And we don't know what's going to happen between now and then.
No.
I mean, look, there's never a dull moment.
Yeah.
Not to mention, we're going to have weekly episodes of Cussin and Discussin.
Yeah.
And, hey.
And I do want to apologize that we weren't here on our normal Wednesday or even our backup Thursday. We're now Friday getting to this show. That's on me. I've been busy as a three-legged cat in a sandbox for the last week. So it's kind of put everything behind. But, I mean,
sport professional wrestling's been busy too, it looks like.
Yeah.
WWE announcing that WrestleMania 43 is going to take place in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia.
I don't.
I got so many feelings about that.
Well, look,
and it's nothing against the people in Saudi Arabia.
No, absolutely not. And I'll be honest with you, I don't have any personal problems with them doing a show, doing a WrestleMania in Saudi. I see a lot of the IWC bucking on it, saying, "Oh, you're going to lose viewers," blah blah blah. Well,
no, not going to lose viewers.
Y'all ain't been turning off when they had Night of Champions or Crown Jewel or whatever there. Yeah. So, why would you tune out just because it's WrestleMania?
The only big detractor that I have for it is I'd love to see WrestleMania close to us. I mean, I know venue wise it's not feasible, but there are venues within a 6-state radius that could host WrestleMania.
Well, we could see.
I mean,
we could theoretically, the closest thing that we could see would probably be Cincinnati if they done an outdoor at the stadium, or
maybe the Yum Center. Could it handle?
Probably, I think the Yum Center and the and Rupp Arena are about the same. I think they're about 20,000, 30,000. Which is not enough for WrestleMania.
Well, or so they say. There have been some WrestleManias where the crowd wasn't all that great.
In the past, but in the last
in the last 20 years.
20 years, you've been over 60,000 at nearly every WrestleMania.
I mean, there were some of those shows that the Appalachian Wireless Arena could have held them.
Well, yeah, obviously. Yeah. But you could see them do something in possibly Cincinnati at the Bengals Stadium or at the Reds Stadium. They could do an outdoor show there.
I mean, Pittsburgh's a little further off, but
yeah, and they've done shows in Pittsburgh or in Philly.
Yeah,
and those aren't too terribly far.
What about down the road in North Carolina? I mean, I know.
Yeah, I mean, they could definitely find a place to do a show in North Carolina. You could even go to Tennessee and do one in Nashville, Knoxville.
That would be nice.
Memphis. I'm sure there's something close there. I can't think right off the top of my head of any sort of big arena or stadium, but there's bound to be something there. Truth is, most of these are going to have to be close to 100,000 seats, big arenas, big areas for them to place seats and do what they have to do. I mean, look, WWE is going to always do, the big four are always going to be in places that hold 80,000 plus.
Well,
at this point in time, they're not going to back off that. They anticipate selling that many tickets. They're not going to do a 30,000 arena, a 30,000 seat arena. They're just not.
No.
I mean, to let's put that in perspective. With EPW, we would love to sell out a University of Pikeville sports complex, right? We would love to sell out something
we
like
would.
that. We would love to sell out a Pike County Central High School, Belfry High School, Eastridge High School, one of these that hold between 2,000 and 5,000 people. To sell out one of those for us would be like WWE selling 100,000 in Saudi, right?
Right.
But, you know, WWE's not going to back off that.
No,
they're
not.
going to continue to shoot for these big arenas just because they know they can sell at least 70% capacity.
Well, now that TKO has a stake in the game and actually owns it,
yeah,
you know, more so, I believe.
Yeah.
More so. You know, I seen something the other day on Facebook. Actually, it was earlier today. And it was talking about the Mount Rushmore of wrestling managers, wrestling heel managers.
Yeah.
And I think it was, and don't quote me on this, but it was Bobby Heenan, Paul Heyman, Jim Cornette, and Jimmy Hart.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, that's not bad. And then I'm reading through the comments on this, and somebody's like, well, what about Gary Hart? What about Freddie Blassie? What about Captain Lou Albano? What about Sherry? You know, and there's all these names are throwing out, and they've got a legitimate argument to this. And, you know, I just was listening to a video earlier of CM Punk talking about his top 6 wrestlers of all time. Yeah.
And truth is, his list is not what mine would have been. It's not what yours would have been. As a matter of fact, he left for sure 2 off of my all-time list. That being Shawn Michaels and Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Right.
But he hit a couple that I'm definitely 100% sure would have been on your list. Harley Race and Terry Funk being 2.
Absolutely.
And he did hit at least one that would have been on my list, that being Dusty Rhodes.
Right.
But, I mean, look, we can't, there's arguments to be made for every situation almost. You're never going to convince me that, let's just say, Crash Holly is a Mount Rushmore wrestler.
No, but
I don't know of anyone that would make that argument. Not saying that Crash wasn't good. Crash was really good at what he'd done.
Yeah. Especially with that gimmick. I mean,
yeah. You would never convince me that British Bulldog is a Mount Rushmore wrestler.
Right.
There's just a lot, but there's bound to be someone out there who thinks that that's the case.
Yes, absolutely.
And honestly, I I'll be honest, I don't doubt that at least one or two members of the Hart dynasty would consider Bulldog as a Mount Rushmore wrestler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, you can make arguments for wrestlers, for managers, for whatever.
Right.
It's all opinion.
It is. And we're seeing people come in and then, so remember, it's ask us anything. We'll answer the questions. If you come in, we're open, doors open, and we'll give you the answer you may or may not want.
Yeah. Hopefully I give you an answer you don't want. That way you argue and it, makes it good.
Yeah. Somebody come in here and disagree with us. Somebody, somewhere, something.
So let's touch on that for a second, because we really don't have a lot to go through today.
No, we don't. I mean, honestly, I opened the gate on this.
So let's touch on that Mount Rushmore of heel managers.
Mount Rushmore.
Who would you put on that?
Of heel managers? Oh. Talking 4.
Mm-hmm.
In this order. Bobby Heenan,
mm-hmm.
Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart, and J.J. Dillon.
Our list don't differ by much, about 25%.
Yeah.
And this is in no particular order, but my list would be Bobby Heenan, Jimmy Hart, Jim Cornette, and Vince McMahon.
A lot of people don't think of Vince McMahon as a manager.
Well, during the time period of the
Attitude Era?
The Attitude Era. I'm trying to think of the stable that was McMahon's stable, and I just can't spit the name out.
He had the Ministry of Darkness.
Well, he had the ministry, but then the corporation.
Corporation merged with the ministry, became the corporate ministry.
Yeah. And you can't deny that he was a manager in a managerial role.
Well, he was. He was.
And that was a peak era for wrestling.
Mm-hmm.
And Vince McMahon played that role, I would say, near flawlessly.
Yeah.
He didn't have the career length in that role that the Bobby Heenans and the Jim Cornettes had. But without a doubt, he played that role just as well as they did during that time. And I think he took a lot of his influence from those guys.
He did.
Bobby Heenan, Jim Cornette, Jimmy Hart. It's hard to.
Well, Classy Freddie Blassie,
right.
Not so much maybe, but yeah.
And I honestly feel like I'm being. I would be remiss if I didn't say that Paul Heyman absolutely deserves a spot on that list.
Yeah. And he does. It's just, there are so many.
Yeah.
If you limit it to 4, then okay.
Well, my favorite of all time is Jimmy Hart.
I love Jimmy Hart.
Just because everything he done was perfect as a heel manager, but it also had a comedic feel, because I think that's just who Jimmy is.
Here's the thing with Jimmy.
Was loud, obnoxious, boisterous,
We saw it on WrestleMania 6 when we done the review. He come out 4 times.
Yeah.
On what, a 14-match show?
Yeah.
So.
Well,
Jimmy
Bobby Heenan came out 2 or 3 times.
He come out twice. So there's definitely something to be said.
Let's look at something I don't think anyone's ever really talked about. Okay.
Gotcha.
We talk about the Mount Rushmore of wrestlers. We talk about the Mount Rushmore of commentators. We talk about the Mount Rushmore of managers. Let's look at Renaissance men, people who've done it all. They've been managers. They've been wrestlers. They've been commentary members, or bookers, promoters, producers, or some combination thereof. People that were great in multiple roles throughout the industry.
Gorilla Monsoon.
Gorilla Monsoon's a very, very good example.
And the thing about Monsoon is Monsoon's wrestling career was practically over 79, 80, 81.
Right.
I think he had his last match in 82, if I'm not mistaken. Somebody can correct me if I'm wrong. But he transitioned.
Mm-hmm.
He actually owned parts of territories.
Yeah.
As early as his mid 30s.
Mm-hmm.
So, people saw enough in him to, give him a stake in the game.
Right.
At a very young age. And you think about it, after he got done wrestling, he come into commentary.
Mm-hmm.
He done the commentary gig. He done the authority figure, the president of WWF at the time. It was kind of they had Jack Tunney as their president for ever and ever and ever, and it felt like it was never going to end. But
well, there's a reason why that seat just behind the curtain is called gorilla position.
Yes, because he
was sitting there for matches where he was producing.
Yeah. Not to mention just sitting there watching what was going on with the product.
Yeah.
Not just the matches he was producing, but for other matches.
Right.
Another top 10 a lot of people don't talk about is referees.
Yeah. We touched on some of our favorite referees a time or two, but there's some great refs out there. We're big fans of referee Joshua with EPW.
We are.
And we're huge fans of referee Bishop with AOG.
Yeah, Bishop Straight, great referee. Smarty Marks.
Smarty Marks is just incredible.
And who can forget Slim Jim?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you something. Slim Jim's one that I watched him when FTC had that showdown in Catlettsburg. He refereed the Tom Latimer, Silas Mason NWA championship match.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just spot on throughout it.
Right.
Oh. I'm seeing people come in and come out and come in and come out, and makes me wonder.
I keep seeing viewers pop in and out.
Who you are?
I don't know if somebody's having internet connection.
Next one that comes in, I'm going to catch them. I'm going to catch them. I'm going to lasso them. So help me out.
But we've never really talked about guys that were
Stick your head in here again.
We've never really talked about guys that were great in multiple roles.
Dusty Rhodes. Ric Flair.
Yeah, Ric Flair.
He was a booker. Ole Anderson.
Kevin Sullivan.
Jimmy Hart. Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette is really a true.
He was part owner.
Yep.
He's been booker. He's been manager, both heel and babyface. Mm-hmm. He's dabbled in the wrestling world, not to mention where he got his start in the sport of professional wrestling, photography.
Yep.
Now,
And some of his pictures
They're still out there.
are still out there, and they're some of the best action shots you'll ever find.
They're still being used. Another one, Paul Heyman.
Paul Heyman is, in my opinion, probably the best Renaissance man of wrestling. He is the penultimate.
You take somebody like Paul Heyman, who was around in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
He was managing in the mid 80s.
Yep.
Going into the 90s, he started doing a little bit of commentary with Jim Ross, which was Jim Ross and Paul Heyman do not get enough credit.
No, they don't.
They were great together. Not as great as us, but they were great. Then you have Paul Heyman going to ECW, taking the book there and basically running that show.
Yeah, he was running that whole show. I don't know that he was actually the promoter.
Yeah, I would say he was.
Well, I mean, he was, but I don't know if he was on paper. You know what I mean?
Pretty sure he was.
He probably was.
Because you got to realize ECW wasn't that big.
Without a doubt, Paul Heyman has done almost every job in the business, and he has done it near perfection.
That's a fact.
Yes, ECW as a company failed.
Yeah, miserably.
But ECW as a brand, as an idea, has persisted far beyond the life of the company.
Yes, absolutely. I mean, there are people that will still give the ECW chant.
Yeah.
I mean, we've saw that firsthand at wrestling shows.
We have. And you know, I've never been so happy in my life than our first show in Oliver Springs, Tennessee, when at the end of the show, this organic roar came off that crowd. They're chanting EPW, EPW.
It was great.
I was nearly in tears at the fact that
these people love us.
These people love us. They love the show that we have put on here. And yeah, it's not, the chant was in the same vein as ECW. There's never been a WWF chant or a WWE chant.
It wouldn't sound right.
I don't think there's ever been an AEW chant.
Yeah. WWE did get a chant the other day. You sold out.
Yeah. NWA, TNA.
Yeah.
I'll share one that did get a very similar chant. Lucha Underground. They never chanted Lucha Underground or UL but it was, at times it seemed almost impossible for them to have a show where the crowd was not just standing on their feet cheering and chanting Lucha, Lucha, Lucha. And it's in that same vein. They weren't cheering Lucha as in luchador. They were cheering Lucha because of Lucha Underground, the company, the show that they were bringing. And I honestly wonder why.
Hey, look, we got one on YouTube. I see you. You ain't hiding. You got a question, we got to answer.
Oh, they left.
Yep.
You scared them off.
Damn it.
You were too forceful. You
want me to stroke them a little bit when they come back in here a little? Rub their little head like this, and
well, you gotta be a little more gentle.
gentle.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, little feller. Did I hurt your feelings? You come back in here now. Is that gentle?
No, that's patronizing.
We ain't on Patreon right now. We're on YouTube and Facebook.
We need a Patreon.
We do need
somebody
a
to send us some money.
We got a cameo. Well, I got a cameo.
Yeah.
Nobody wants me singing happy birthday to
Give
them.
me 50 cents. I'll sing happy birthday for you.
Oh God! Since nobody's on here asking us questions, hell, let's ask each other questions.
Well, go for it.
Let's see. What question do I? It's hard to ask somebody a question. You know just about everything about them.
I'll tell you what.
What are you gonna do?
I've got something
You
for you.
You gonna ask me who was buried in Grant's tomb?
No. I'm gonna let you pick your own on call, and we'll do it right now.
My doctor on call? I ain't
Yep.
got no paper to write on.
That's
This
all right.
terrible.
We can find you some paper.
That's all right. I don't need it.
Okay.
All right.
I have a list here
Okay.
of top 15 wrestlers of a particular time period. I won't say what time period. I have a top 15 this is all from the same time period. Okay. Top 15 of that period, top 15 from the NWA, top 15 from the AWA, top 15 from the WWF, top 15 most popular, top 15 most hated, and top 15 tag teams.
We playing Doctor on Call. We got one looking at us on Facebook. We're gonna play Doctor on Call. So hold your questions if you want to.
You tell me which list you want to pick from.
NWA.
Top 15 from the NWA. Pick a number 1 through 15.
7.
Okay.
Where was this person billed from?
Hold on, I got to pull up some stats on it first.
I swear, come on.
You can't just run off like that.
I run off at the mouth. I'm good at it. I mean, hey, if any, get back in here.
Okay, you might get this one pretty quick, but it's okay.
Okay.
So,
where was this person billed from?
Denton, Texas.
Denton, Texas. Living or deceased?
Deceased.
Denton, Texas.
This is number 7 from the NWA from this time period.
Number 7, Denton, Texas.
Denton, Texas. They are deceased.
Deceased. What year did this person die?
1993.
93?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it wasn't who I thought it was. Championship history.
Memphis Wrestling Hall of Fame, class of 2022. NWA Big Time Wrestling, World Class Championship Wrestling, World Class Wrestling Association. NWA American Heavyweight Champion 5 times. NWA American Tag Team Champion 6 times. NWA Texas Heavyweight Champion 3 times. NWA Texas Tag Team Champion 3 times. NWA World Heavyweight Champion 1 time. NWA World 6-Man Tag Team Champion 6 times. NWA World Tag Team Champion Texas version 3 times. WCWA World Heavyweight Champion 4 times. WCWA World 6-Man Champion 2 times. WCWA World Tag Team Champion 4 times. Pro Wrestling Illustrated gave this person Match of the Year in 1984, Most Popular Wrestler of the Year in 1984. PWI ranked him number 40 of the top 500 singles wrestlers in 1991, ranked him number 24 of the top 500 singles wrestlers of the PWI years, and ranked him number 23 of the top 100 tag teams of the PWI years. St. Louis Wrestling Club NWA Missouri Heavyweight Champion one time, St. Louis Wrestling Hall of Fame, class of 2016. Texas Wrestling Federation, Texas Heavyweight Champion one time. United States Wrestling Federation, Texas Heavyweight Champion one time. Worldwide Wrestling Alliance, Heavyweight Champion one time. WWF, WWE, Intercontinental Champion one time. WWE Hall of Fame, class of 2009, and Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave this person Match of the Year in 1984.
Denton, Texas.
Yes.
Intercontinental Champion one time.
Yes.
And NWA World Champion one time.
Yes. I would have thought you've already got it. I'll be honest.
And he died in 93.
Yep.
Oh. Makes sense. Texas Tornado, Kerry Von Erich.
That is correct. The Cosmic Cowboy, Kerry Von Erich, Texas Tornado. Yep.
Took a minute.
So, NWA American Heavyweight Champion 5 times, NWA American Tag Team Champion 6 times with 3 partners. 3 partners. Can you name those 3 partners he was American Tag Team Champion with?
Chris Von Erich.
Kevin. But I'll give you that. Kevin 2 times.
I don't know.
Al Madrill 1 time, and 3 times with another legend gone too soon.
It's not Gino Hernandez.
Nope.
I don't know.
Think bigger.
Bigger than Gino?
Yeah.
Brody?
Bruiser Brody.
Really?
Yep.
That's amazing.
NWA Texas Tag Team Champion 3 times, 3 partners. Go.
Kevin Von Erich?
No.
Really?
Yeah.
I have no idea then.
Bruiser Brody once, Skip Young once, and Tiger Conway Jr. once. NWA World 6-Man Tag Team Champion 6 times.
No clue.
Most of these you should probably get if you took the time to consider it. He was 2-time champion with David and Kevin, 3-time champion with Kevin and Mike. These are all Von Erich. Right? Yeah. He was a 1-time champion with Kevin and Brian Adias, 1-time champion with Lance and Kevin, and 1-time champion with Kevin and Michael Hayes.
Must have been prior to Hayes turning on the Von Erichs.
NWA World Tag Team Champion, Texas version, 3 times, 2 partners.
Kevin and David?
Nope. None of his brothers.
Really? Who?
Yes. Al Madrill once, and here's a name, Terry Orndorff twice.
Double check something on Terry Orndorff.
Okay.
Because it's Terry Orndorff.
Younger brother of Paul.
Okay, so I was thinking something else. I was thinking Troy Orndorff. You ever do any research on Troy Orndorff?
No.
You can tell me who he is.
WCWA World 6-Man Champion twice, 2 different sets of partners.
David and Mike?
No. Kevin and Lance once, Kevin and Michael Hayes once.
I never really was a big WCCW fan, Kerry Von Erich. It wasn't.
WCW, this is interesting. WCWA World Tag Team Champion 4 times. 4 times.
With
2
who?
partners.
Tell us who.
Kevin Von Erich 3 times, and 1 time with Double J, Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
PWI Match of the Year 1984.
Would that have been with Flair?
That was with Flair at what show?
Superstars of Wrestling? No. I can't. It started with an S.
Nope.
I don't know.
Parade of Champions.
Parade of Champions.
That
was 91 the title, I think.
Yes, it was. Wrestling Observer Newsletter Match of the Year in 1984. Who was it against? I'll give you a hint. It was a 6-man tag.
What was this now?
Wrestling Observer Newsletter gave Kerry Von Erich Match of the Year in 1984. It was not the match with Ric Flair. It was a 6-man tag.
Well, that would have been with Chris and Kevin versus the Freebirds.
It was Kevin and Mike.
With
the Freebirds versus the Freebirds.
Well, I was close.
Who was the makeup of the Freebirds?
The makeup of the Freebirds was Michael Hayes, Terry Bam Bam Gordy, and Buddy Roberts.
That's correct. What type of match was it?
Is that the barbed wire rope match?
It was Anything Goes.
Oh, Anything Goes.
I actually like that option there for that list. It lets you sort of pick where you want to go.
Yeah.
And it's a fantastic list.
It is.
It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 total lists. 3 companies, 3 promotions.
Right.
1 top 15 across all promotions. 1 most popular, 1 most hated, and 1 tag team, all across multiple promotions. So it's an interesting list, to say the least. This was actually a list that I got a screenshot of out of a Pro Wrestling Illustrated magazine. The years in question were the 80s, and the list was actually made in the early 90s. So they were actually taking a look back, sort of looking at wrestlers of, at that time, wrestlers of the recent past.
You know, I just seen something.
Yeah.
Ooh, never mind. I'll let that one slide. Yeah, that might start a holy war if we talk about that tonight.
What you got?
Might get some views, but you know, AOC.
Oh, man.
Yeah,
I ain't worried about it.
It just totally turned you away from it, didn't it?
Yep. I'm done talking about that. Any of that.
Yeah.
Any of it. I do want to talk about how people drive around here.
Go ahead.
I mean,
ain't
you
nobody else
seen my
coming in
post
here.
yesterday.
I did.
Folks, if you're on a 2-lane road and you look in your rearview mirror and you see 9 cars behind you and you wonder why there's all this traffic behind me. It's you. It's you. You're the problem. If there is nothing in front of you, then you're the problem. Pull off and let us by. Some of us are actively trying to break the speed limit. I can't. I'm almost positive in 3 states, Kentucky, Virginia, and West Virginia, there's about 9 people that know how to drive. And if you don't know the other 8, you're not one of the 9. Just saying. I'm going to throw one out at you.
Okay.
I told your sister, bless her heart.
Which one?
The little one.
Okay. Vanessa. Oh. You meant the youngest one. I'm sorry.
I told your sister on Facebook last night that I would tell her this story, and I'm going to tell it here.
Uh-huh.
Because she said she drives slower than your daddy. And I'm going to be honest. So.
That one.
Yeah, that one.
You want to hear a rating tone?
Sure.
Hold on. Let me find that contact again. Edit. Hopefully it didn't change when I got it. Changed when I got a new phone. Damn it.
She don't call you very often, does she?
Not often.
Apparently not.
Obviously she does, because that's the one that I hate answering phone calls. Let me. This actually was a conversation at work today at my shoot job. She's the one that, if she wants to video call or to talk to you, she video call you.
Yeah.
Listen, people, I'm gonna say something, and y'all may not realize this. Probably don't. I talk for a living. From 8:30 in the morning to 5 o'clock in the evening, sans of 1 hour lunch. I talk for a living. That's what they pay me to do. They pay me to talk to people. So the last thing I want to do. No, I don't. And that's the problem. I mean, you take somebody that talks for a living, that had a decent stint in politics.
Yeah.
I would like to think. Depends on how you look at it, I guess. But some people don't like me, but that's okay. I don't like them either, and they're aware of it. But very few people will I talk to on the phone. You're one of them. Like I was telling them at work today, there's few people in the wrestling community that can call me and get me on a phone call.
Yeah.
And a few people outside the wrestling community, very few. Even fewer that can get me on a video call.
Right.
Because I look at it this way: if you're going to video call me, just come to the house. We'll talk. You don't got to even do anything.
Yeah.
Don't even have to waste time. We'll just sit down and talk. But every single time she wants to talk, she video calls me, and I'm like, dear God, how can I sit there and roll my eyes at somebody that is looking at me?
Yeah.
Or how can I sit there and go
that way? That's how you roll your eyes out.
I normally don't wear a hat.
That's why you got to wear a hat.
One thing I am breaking out, next EPW shows our on-air sign. Dear God. And again, I'm going to say this for all the people that didn't hear it the first time. Please, if you see equipment standing, cameras, microphones, or whatnot, that is not an invitation to sit down.
Yeah.
In other words, stay away from it. Don't let your kids do ring around the rosy with it. I mean,
don't let them try to limbo underneath the cords.
It's not their pole for pole dancing practice.
Yeah.
I mean,
so yeah.
We ain't gonna get canceled for saying stuff like that, are we?
No.
I got a bell if we want to put it in, so we can ding,
ring a bell. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, that story I was going to tell you.
Go ahead.
I was following a car up Joe's Creek.
Okay.
And another car is coming at me. So I pull off. Actually, me and the car in front of me, the car in front of me is doing about 14 miles an hour. And all I'm thinking about is, my goodness, would you go on? Not paying attention to the car. I'm not paying attention to who the car may belong to, anything. I'm just thinking, would you go on? So we both pull off in this really long, wide spot to let a vehicle pass. And as the vehicle starts to pass, I have the window down. I've got my arm hanging out the window. And I realize I know the person that's trying to come by. It's some of your kinfolk.
Okay.
The one and only Benny Stratton. The car that was in front of me went on. Apparently it didn't realize, or they didn't realize who Benny was, or didn't care, whatever. I don't know why they wouldn't care. I think they probably just had something else on their mind and went on. And I throw my hand up at Benny. Benny looks, he rolls his window down, which is already cracked, but he rolls his window down and he sits there to talk, as we do.
Yeah.
As one does in Pike County,
does,
Kentucky.
yes.
And we talked for probably 4 or 5 minutes. No traffic coming either direction. So we're not holding up the show. And I said, well, Benny, I guess we better go on before we start holding up traffic. He goes, I'll go on. He said, I'm going to head over to Walmart. We know what he was doing.
Yeah.
He said, you could probably sit here for another 10 minutes.
See if you can get some. Go ahead.
We've got one viewer there, but
hi, viewer. You got a question, we'll answer it.
So Benny says, you could probably sit here another 10 minutes and still get to the house at the same speed. And I said, why is that? And he said, because that car that was in front of you a minute ago was Duran Blankenship.
Grandpa.
So, and that's when it hit me. That's why it was doing 14 miles an hour up Joe's Creek.
Yeah. Never meet him head on because he wasn't backing up for you. That's for sure.
No. He wasn't backing up for you, and he never got in a hurry on the road.
Nope. No.
If you weren't happy with his speed, you could figure out a way around him, or you could
leave early next time.
Yeah, leave earlier next time.
Oh,
God love him.
Yeah, indeed. Yeah, we've got one in here.
Let's
see who he is.
You're going to scare him off again. Quit.
I ain't doing it.
Going to scare him off. Anyway, so we are doing a Ask Us Almost Anything. If you have any questions about wrestling or almost anything, feel free to ask.
Where we come from, where we been, where we're going,
what's coming up with us, with
what
EPW,
would we like
with
to see
AOG,
coming up.
Yeah, what's going on in WWE, what's going on in AEW, what's going on wherever, whatever, whenever.
Yeah. Something, somewhere, somebody.
You know, the W's.
Yeah, the W's.
The who's, the what's, the when's, the where's, the why's, and the 1H, the how's.
Thought that was 4-H.
Oh.
No, that's a 4-H club. Never mind.
Yeah.
You know, the other day I actually ordered a record player. I wanted to hear some vinyl. It's been a long time since I've sat down to a record. So I go over to Walmart and I buy a record. Get it home, that thing is warped to high hell out of the gate.
Well, I'll tell you your problem.
It was warped.
You bought it at Walmart rather than from Time Warp.
Well, I didn't have time to go to Ashland before I went to work.
Yeah.
I do need to go down to Ashland. Earl's got all sorts of nice records in his stash down there. And, you know, hey, that may be what I do this weekend.
I miss Rockin' Ronnie's.
Rockin' Ronnie's, yeah. Rock and roll heaven.
Rock and Roll Heaven, downtown Pikeville. I don't even know what happened to him. He might have went back to.
I think he went back to I think he worked for a stint for the county, and then
He worked at the solid waste department for a little bit,
and then worked up the garage.
Yeah.
I think for a little while, and then I think he went back to New Jersey.
Yeah,
or wherever he was.
Yeah,
from.
he was from New Jersey.
Yeah,
he was into that Jersey rock and roll scene for quite a while. That was his bread and butter there.
Bread and butter.
Doc, we have some coming events we can talk about.
We do. I mean, if you want to talk about some coming events, what you got?
Appalachian Championship Wrestling, ACW, has a show coming up. Well, that's tonight.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, tonight.
That may be where everybody's
is
at.
Doing Slam Plaza 4 in conjunction with Regatta Pro Wrestling.
Ooh, nice.
That is at Slack Plaza in Charleston, West Virginia. Belltime, well, it's already started. Belltime was at 6. It's a free admission show.
No wonder everybody's gone. They up there watching ACW, I guarantee it.
And then next Saturday, the 27th.
We competing tonight.
Saturday, the 27th. That's next weekend.
Mm-hmm.
ACW is doing Extreme Impact Dayton Sports Complex in Dayton, Ohio.
Is that next weekend?
Yeah. They have a card show starting at 11 a.m. running to 6 p.m.
Mm-hmm.
And then wrestling, the bell time is 6 p.m. there. Admission is $10. Front row, $79.
Hey, we got 2 viewers on the Facebooks.
On the face space?
Yeah, we might get some questions. If somebody want to ask a question.
Folks, if you're just joining in, this is Ask Us Almost Anything with Cussin and Discussin, the doc, and myself. If you have any questions about wrestling, the who's, the what's, the when's, the where's, the why's.
Doesn't even have to be about wrestling.
It don't even have to be about wrestling. We're not going to touch on certain subjects, but,
I don't know.
We'll almost talk about anything.
Yeah,
almost anything.
I'll talk about anything. I ain't scared of them.
I ain't scared of them, but
they can't
what
eat.
What are they going to do? Take my birthday?
They don't want mine. I'm in competition with the 4th of July.
You're also in competition with DJ ALX.
Yeah.
The day before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
He's younger, so he gets more toys.
It's always a way.
Yeah.
I mean, hey, I have to buy my own toys now.
Yeah. Speaking of, we're going to have to buy a few toys going into Oliver Springs with Elevate Pro Wrestling next weekend. My stupid self broke a USB-C last weekend while we were doing a show for FTC's Art of Grappling.
Wait a minute, hold on. We got some
Who would
questions.
you guys like?
Who would you guys like to see in a match at October 11th AOG Live?
Oh wow! That's a good
tell you who I'd like to see.
Well, shoot.
I would like to see, finally, because it was teased at the July 14th show that had to be delayed.
Mm-hmm.
Arguably the greatest tag team in professional wrestling, Grappling Inc.
Yes.
Go against the Art of Grappling tag team champions, the prize fighter Ken Jenkins and the Rocket Josh Benson.
I'd love to see that match.
I want to see that match
because
they some unfinished business.
I would like to see the lunatic Caleb Throne versus Juan.
Lunatic Caleb Throne versus Juan.
Yes.
That would be impressive.
It would be a great match. I really believe that those two guys would put on an absolute banger. Both are just off the walls.
That's a fact.
Like little jumping beans.
And Lunatic, he's off in his head.
Well, he's off in the head. Yeah. So
I mean,
yeah. Hope that answers the question for you, Wes.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
You know, that would actually be a good, if that match was a no holds barred or maybe a hardcore match.
Yeah.
That would be good. I would absolutely love that, to see Caleb Throne and Juan.
I tell you another one I'd like to see. Caleb Throne and Misery.
That match, I believe, I don't think that's done yet. I'm pretty sure that there's more to this than meets the eye, and we will see that eventually. Caleb Throne will definitely have his work cut out for him in that case.
I don't know. He might have something up his sleeve.
Well, I mean, hopefully he's got something. Hopefully he's got a tire iron up his sleeve, because that's about the only way he's coming out of that one.
That's a fact. Oh dear God!
Just throwing that out there.
Man,
who would you like to see outside of the AOG organization and outside of the EPW organization come in and wrestle for each one? If you could pick any singular person from the independent scene today to come in to work in both promotions. Doesn't have to be the same. It can be the same person, but it doesn't have to be. Because the two promotions have, while the feel for us is very similar, we consider both family.
Right.
They have a slightly different aesthetic.
Audience dynamic.
Right. The dynamic is different. The aesthetic is different.
God. Oh, man.
It's a tough one.
It is. I mean, because there are so many across the board. I would like to see the Appalachian Animal Brutus and Sean Cruz.
Ooh, that would be a good one.
That would be a good match.
That would
in
be a good match.
EPW.
Yeah.
Go back up on the other side of the Ohio River. I would like to see Sarah Bubbles, Samantha Starr.
Oh, that would be a good match.
That would be a good match.
That would be a great match.
What about you?
I would like to see the Appalachian Animal Brutus go one-on-one with the man of 1,000 deaths, Mil Muertes.
That would be nice.
And I would love nothing more than to see the one and only Willie Mack come to AOG and for one night only join up with Scotty Boom and the Dad Bod Squad.
That would be interesting.
Their opponent doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. I would just like to see Willie Mack come out and join up with the Dad Bod Squad for one night.
Yeah.
That would be awesome.
Definitely. Ooh, Good question. Good question.
But we were talking about our coming events. The same night that Appalachian Championship Wrestling is running Extreme Impact, Elevate Pro Wrestling will be running Ground Zero in Oliver Springs, Tennessee. And Doc, we have or I'm told that you have a match lineup.
We do have a match lineup of the card that night for the vacant Elevate Pro Wrestling Heavyweight Championship division. Xander Storm with Mr. 5-Star Charlie Craig will go 1-on-1 with Jamie Myra Jr. in a no DQ match. This is a return from Warzone in Oliver Springs. The Appalachian Animal Brutus going 1-on-1 with the Guiding Light, Michael Gabriel. That one is going to be interesting. That one, no disqualification.
Yeah, I think Brutus feels like he has he has a score to settle there.
He's got something to gain in that one. The next level championship. The American Spartan, Zach Apollyon.
Sellout.
Did he say in that interview that it was a non-title match?
He said he didn't think that Hyper Rage Chris Kendrick deserved a title shot. But
clarification on
sadly,
that one.
to his, to my knowledge, his opinion of what or who deserves a title match is irrelevant.
He's going to take on Hyper Rage Chris Kendrick for the number one contenders match for the Elevate Pro Wrestling Tag Team titles. Jake Rayner tagging with Grant Dooley versus Andrew Thomas and Michael Amadeo. Going to have Skyven versus Jordan Maava, and they'll be joined in a triple threat match by the Undead Tragedy Repic.
Yeah, that actually should be a really,
I think so,
a really high flying, high tension match.
And
anyone could come out on top in that match.
That's a fact. Then you're going to have a Hoss match, Javen Myra versus Zach Abstract. And rounding out the card, Nakeem the Dream and
his newly formed partnership with Ethan Hire.
Yeah, they're going to take on Double Stuffed. It's going to be a great card. I look forward to being back in Oliver Springs. I really do. I think the room is already booked. We have already got plans. Hey, listen, it's going to be a great night in Oliver Springs. I mean, you know, you're right down the road from Oak Ridge. Two things come out of Oak Ridge. The Oak Ridge Boys and the Atomic Bomb.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
You know, so.
But we talked earlier in the show about this being a very full week coming, or full month coming.
Yeah, it's going to be a full month, baby.
That's the beginning of it, September 27th. The very next weekend, October 4th, we will be in Loyal, Kentucky. Loyal, Kentucky at the Loyal Gymnasium for Thin Red Line 2.
Thin Red Line 2.
That'll be October 4th. And then the very next weekend after that, as Wes mentioned here earlier, we will be at AOG Live October 11th. And we're going to take one weekend off.
Well, hold on now. Before we take our weekend off, there has actually been a match announced.
Oh, wow.
For the AOG live show on October 11th.
Okay.
The Dreamer, Jeff Gallagher. That's right. The reigning AOG Living Your Dream champion.
Yeah.
He stole it from Caleb Throne, if you want my opinion.
Well, yes, but
they
that's,
can, argue me, tell me if I'm telling lies. Somebody is going to be taking on a returning Brent the Bolt Jackson. It's going to be an interesting match.
Yeah.
But go ahead. We then do.
We're taking 1 week off.
Well, we'll be doing a show.
And we're coming back October 25th to Oliver Springs, Tennessee for another EPW show. And then through the end of the year, we already have November 29th in Oliver Springs and December 27th in Oliver Springs. All of those shows will be flat general admission, $10. Kids under 3 get in free.
Yeah, that's a fact. You know, I actually got on Time Warp's website the other day.
Yeah.
And I pretty well downloaded a list of their coming events.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, look at some of these names they're going to have on there. I mean, Saturday, October the 4th, from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m., Jake the Snake Roberts.
Yep.
Then on October the 10th, on a Friday, they're going to have Marty Jannetty, Hornswoggle, and Eddie Deason. Toy Stock, of course, is going to take
That's
place.
my birthday. If anybody wants to know, you know, I'm a size Hornswoggle autograph. Just throwing it
And
out.
you a size Hornswoggle autograph is what you are.
Yeah.
Then on the 11th of October, Toy Stock taking place at the Benny Keatum Temple, 100 Courier Street, Charleston, West Virginia. That going on from 11 to 2 p.m. Then this next one.
I know.
This next one, I'm getting ready to buy a ticket to that. I told Earl the other day I was going to, but I'm going to. I just ain't had time to sit down and do it yet. The Great Muda is going to be in Ashland Town Center Mall at Time Warp on November 16th from 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. He's going to be there. Sonny Ono's going to be with him. So
well, wait, no. We had that discussion.
No, not that son. Oh no, not Bono.
Okay.
Sonny Bono was the one that whopped the tree.
Yeah, Sonny Bono hit a tree.
Yeah, that's what it says. What?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then on November 29th, Saturday, Time Warp is going to be at WrestleCade at the Benton Convention Center, Winston-Salem. Just
asking.
That's the ugliest woman if you're wondering what I said, that's the ugliest woman I ever did see.
Yeah. And I said, you should hear her sing. It sounds like a mule coughing into a bucket.
Hey, let me tell you something. That's scary is what that is. Man, Lord. Whew, horrible. John Lennon blinder than a bat. He had to have been.
Did you ever see that video?
I mean, he wasn't no prize bull either, but I mean.
Who was it was singing with John Lennon, and she was in the background screaming, and
I know what you're talking about.
I want to say Ike Turner, but I know it wasn't Ike Turner.
It wasn't Ike Turner.
Anyway, the guy like gave this evil side eye, like, would you shut her up? And
that's the same look that I get it.
Yeah, they eventually muted her mic, just shut it off. So she's still back there going, but you can't really hear it.
I mean, Lord help us all. But no, the Great Muda and Sonny Ono going to be at Time Warp, 12 p.m. to 3 p.m. Hey, let me tell you something. I was tickled to death to hear Muda's going to be there because I've got a replica of the NWA TV title at the house that
Chuck Berry. That's who it was. It was Chuck Berry.
If I could ever have anybody to sign that belt, Muda is on the top of that list.
Oh, 100%.
I mean, I've already had Nikita signed it, Arn signed it, Tully Blanchard signed it, Sting signed it, Mike Rotunda signed it. To have Muda sign that belt,
I mean, you've already technically got the hat trick. Muda's icing on the cake.
That's it. I mean,
That's gravy on a biscuit. What that is.
Looking at who could actually sign that belt that actually held it, that is alive right now.
Yeah.
You're talking about the NWA TV title, the one that Tully was the first one to actually hold. Alive that could sign it. Rick Steiner could sign it.
Yeah.
Barry Windham held it at the end. Steve Austin.
There's three there that would be really tough to get.
And Muda.
Barry would be the easiest of those to
Barry
get, other than Muda,
easiest.
obviously. It's tough to get, and it's expensive.
B-Dub would be the easiest.
Right.
Muda, I could lock down. That's going to happen. That
right.
Definitely happens. Rick Steiner, I could have gotten that one if we'd have went to Bash and Beckley.
Mm-hmm.
He was there. But that Steve Austin autograph.
Yeah, that would be a tough one.
If it
really
ever
expensive.
come down to it,
you'd be willing to throw money at that one. I know you would.
It would be hard to pass it up.
Folks, you're not seeing what I'm seeing, but usually we have a nice soft black tablecloth here, and my wonderful wife has decided to put out the fall decorations, and this tablecloth is kind of a vinyl-y like tablecloth, and it's covered in pumpkins and leaves, and it's slippery. It's
slippery.
Muda is one of my Mount Rushmore guys.
Yeah,
Guys I grew up watching.
Made me wanted to become a professional wrestler.
Oh yeah,
absolutely. By all means. I mean, you think about Muda and his matches with Sting and even the overseas matches that he had. Honestly, I think one of his better matches, and a lot of people wouldn't agree with it, but if you go back and watch his match with Hogan, in Japan, you get a whole different Hulk Hogan than what you're normally used to, and that's the amazing thing. And but my first real memory of Muda was Halloween Havoc 1989 Thunderdome cage match. He and Terry Funk versus Sting and Flair.
Yeah.
With Bruno Sammartino as referee. Definitely going to be a great opportunity. I don't know if you're going west, but right there at Time Warp, I will drive 2 hours.
West isn't far away. So.
I will drive 2 hours from Pikeville, Kentucky to Ashland, Kentucky to see the great movie. Hey, listen, if I'll drive 2 hours to get a bite of food, you better believe that I will drive 2 hours to see the great movie.
Yeah.
I mean, count me in. I'm sold. Definitely. But following that, like I said, they're going to be at WrestleCade. And then on November 30th, at Time Warp, Lex Luger is coming back one more time. But he ain't coming alone. He is bringing the icon, the franchise of WCW, Sting, will be with Lex Luger.
Sting and Luger united once again. Wes, excuse me.
Absolutely.
You're probably going to see Wes there.
Absolutely, I do. Definitely. I'm on.
Look the dock up when you get there.
I will be there. Trust me. I will. If it kills me, I don't care if I'm dying on life support. They'll wheel me in. But yeah, Sting and Luger are going to be at Time Warp. Now, there are specific instructions with that meet and greet. Sting will only be signing his name. He's not going to sign baseball bats. Why? Don't ask me. I don't know. Not my rules. But hey, let me tell you something. I met Sting, 2 years ago, I guess. Yeah, it was right before we started doing commentary. So it'd been 2023 up in Chillicothe, Ohio at the other show.
Yeah.
Don't dignify that bunch.
No.
But anyway,
they suck eggs.
Yeah, definitely. But that was where I met Sting. No, I met Sting at their show in March of that year.
Mm.
The September show, I met Bret Hart up there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that it takes me a little bit. I've got all this. I actually sat down the other day and counted out the number of people in the wrestling world, and I'm not talking indie stars, I'm talking actual names.
Yeah.
And it's upwards of 96 people. That's a lot of people.
Yeah.
That I've actually spoke to, shook hands with, talked to.
If we counted all the indie stars that we've
Oh
met,
my dear God, we'd be here all night.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys. But I'll be honest
with you, I would rather be in a locker room.
I would rather be in a locker room of indie stars.
Yeah.
Any day of the week than a locker room of names.
Yeah.
Because it feels like home. I mean, there's a reason why I love doing commentary. And, you know, we've hashed out how we started and what happened and where that went to, hell in a handbasket. Then the rebirth. You know, you can send in the clones if you want to, but, you know, that's fine. You know, I personally don't like my professional wrestling and my
send in the clowns.
Yeah, definitely send in the clowns. I definitely don't like my professional wrestling with weather and, you know, all the other junk. But, you know, hey, whatever floats your boat. I mean,
yeah,
it's for everybody. That's what I've always said. Professional wrestling's for everybody. And yeah, but
it does take more than a ring and a promoter's license.
It does. Trust me. Figured that out a long time ago. Yeah. Figured that out before you told me, actually, genius. Oh, boy. But no, and as always, on any of these shows, card subject to change.
Yeah.
Stuff happens, such as life.
Yeah. Guys can't get there. Guys get hurt. Guys have flights delayed. Look.
All right, Paul Gaston LaRue probably still out there somewhere up and trying to find his airplane.
Yeah. Stuff happens. We understand.
Yeah, absolutely.
And as fans, we understand.
Look, hey, listen, we were supposed to have been live at 6:30.
We were 6:35.
6:35. Last week it was worse than that.
Right.
I mean,
stuff happens.
It does.
What are you gonna do? I mean, we've watched guys come out and do a match knowing that they were booked to do a match the very next weekend and get hurt.
Yeah.
And can't wrestle for weeks, months.
Call the audible, move on, and go.
Stuff happens.
One thing that really gets me, and this is something that always got me, was when people would use a picture of a star,
yes,
on a poster,
knowing that star wasn't even going to be
that star wasn't going to be nowhere in the vicinity.
Yeah,
that drives me nuts.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that right now.
Yeah, I mean, and it happens. It happens more often than you think, and it happens far more often than it should.
Yeah, absolutely.
So,
I mean, I understand the whole card subject to change thing, but there are limitations.
There's a difference in card subject to change
and card wasn't going to happen.
It wasn't going to happen, period.
Yeah.
Like if you're out there running a wrestling promotion and you're putting pictures of a guy that you know for a fact is not going to be at that show, you're putting him on the flyer as if he was going to be at that show. That's not just card subject to change.
I think it's misleading.
That's a lie. It's an absolute lie.
I think it's misleading. I think it's egregious to the fans. It's an insult.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what I think about.
I mean,
that.
it to me, that's somebody working a little voodoo to try to get,
It's bad juju.
Yeah.
Bad juju.
Trying to draw a crowd with a name and a face that is not going to be there. And Earl would never do this, but I'm just using it as an example. If Earl is promoting that Sting is going to be there, and he knows for a fact Sting is not going to be there,
he ain't going to promote it.
Then he shouldn't be promoting it, period.
Well, number one, he wouldn't.
Right, that's what I said. That's why I started that with the caveat that we know Earl wouldn't do that. Yeah. But if, it's a lie. It's not just, stuff happened. It's a lie.
Yeah. Well, let's go back. APW.
Yeah.
We wouldn't put on there that Nature Boy Ric Flair was going to be at Oliver Springs, Tennessee.
Exactly.
Because it's not true.
If he happens to show up, we would be ecstatic.
Hey, let me tell you something. If he walks through that door, let me tell you
something. But we're never going to post his picture on the flyer and say, Ric Flair's going to be here.
Unless he was. But he ain't on the flyer. So he's not going to be in Oliver Springs.
You never know. He might show up.
I'll tell you who is going to be in Oliver Springs. You and me are. We definitely going to be there.
Yeah.
We ain't even on the flyer.
No, and that's sad. We need to be on. We need to be on. Yeah. We deserve to be on that flyer.
Never late. Always on time.
Yeah.
Stay to the bitter end.
Always to the last minute. Always.
I kind of feel like Waylon Jennings out there.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gonna show my hands.
Seeing my hands, but not my face. I don't know.
Well, they see our face. I mean, because I had a camera on us.
Yeah.
Didn't the last show we done for FTC, but that's okay.
They heard our voices. That's all that matters.
Oh yeah.
But I mean, we didn't run a camera on our face, not because we didn't try, but because we had technical difficulties. Because my stupid self stepped on a cord and broke it out of the back of the camera, so we were down a cord, and now we're going to have to order more cords.
Yeah, we need to do that anyway, but that's okay.
Yeah,
it's all right. I mean, it is what it is, and we drove these people crazy, I believe.
Yeah, probably.
I think Wes was the only one still out there with us.
That's fine, though. Hey,
let me tell you something. Wes, if you got more questions, go ahead.
Yeah, shoot something.
Hell.
Otherwise, we're getting down to the nitty-gritty on this one.
Anything?
Give him a minute. He's probably typing.
Well, I'm giving him all the time in the world.
You gave him 4 seconds before you said anything?
Well,
come on.
Shoot.
God, ridiculous.
I swear.
Folks, we bought his books. We sent him to school. All he done was drew dirty pictures in the margins.
Who?
You.
Listen, the art teacher told me to draw a stick man.
Yeah.
I did.
Yeah.
I can't help if they throw me out.
She didn't tell you to draw the stick man in between the 2 pages and draw his. Never mind.
She said a stick man.
She did.
I mean,
she did.
It wouldn't be correct if it wasn't.
She also didn't say to draw it in the margins of the book either.
She didn't say not to.
Touche.
Oh, let's see what we got.
Touche.
Here. One last question. Who would you guys like to see go into the WWE Hall of Fame this year?
Oh, goodness.
Oh, WWE Hall of Fame. WWE Hall of Fame. Doo-doo-doo.
So it's a bit too early.
I know where you're going.
It's going to be a bit too early to put Cena in. I think they should wait a year. They probably won't. But that's beside the point. I would like to see. I would like to see them put Bray Wyatt in this year. I think it's well deserved, even though his career was very short, far shorter than any of us wanted.
He did give a lot.
He gave a lot to the business, and he's still there's a lasting impression there. I don't know. there's a handful of guys that I think are well deserving that they've kind of skipped over a few times. Who do you think?
You know, a couple years ago, they put in the Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
Ricky Morton, Robert Gibson,
Yeah.
Jim Cornette inducted them. I think that was very deserving.
Yeah.
I know the Rock and Roll Express really didn't do much in the way of WWE, but they did put them in. And like I said, very much deserving. I would like to see the Midnight Express go in. Dennis Condrey, Bobby Eaton, Stan Lane.
Yeah.
Jim Cornette. I think that without the Midnight Express, you wouldn't have had a Rock and Roll Express.
Yeah.
So I would definitely like to see the Midnight Express be inducted before something happens to Corny, Stan, or Dennis. I know Bobby's deceased now,
Right.
but I think that you have to honor that tag team, faction, whatever you want to call it. It was a tag team, but I mean, you have to honor that. I mean, Bubba's already in there. Ray Traylor, Big Boss Man's already in the Hall of Fame. So you don't really, you can throw him in the mix with them, but I think Bobby, Stan, Dennis, Jim Cornette specifically deserve a place in the Hall of Fame.
Well, you could throw the entire, anyone who was ever a member of that into, and induct them, but Kane's not in there yet. I don't think.
Kane's
is he
there?
Is he?
Did Undertaker? Hold on. Now we got to go back.
Yeah, he was inducted 2021.
Yeah. I was thinking he was.
I couldn't remember.
I was thinking he was.
We got Lex finally.
I think Brian Pillman deserves a place in the Hall of Fame.
I think Brian Pillman deserves a place in the Hall of Fame.
There's an argument to be made that Owen deserves. I know that it's not going to happen. Martha's not going to allow it to happen because, but I think Owen deserves it.
Well, yeah. I mean, I think Owen, and again, I could
listen. I think Owen Hart's a better wrestler than Bret.
Owen. Thought
that right there.
Yeah.
Demolition this year, Bray Wyatt with Jim Cornette. Okay, yeah, absolutely. Demolition. There's another two that deserve to be in there, but
I mean, you could throw Adams in there too.
Yeah, Brian Adams, Crush.
You could. I think he is as a singles. He never was as part of Demolition, but if you're going to throw Demolition in there, he was a part of Demolition, so you kind of got to continue. You know, you got to kind of carry that forward, even though Demolition was, their time was waning at that point, mostly because of LOD. Road Warriors were in the company at that time, and that was the whole point in Demolition, right? Was they were supposed to be WWE's version.
No, there is. Crush is not in the
Okay,
WWE
so there you go.
There,
throw Crush in there with Demolition. At least throw him in with Demolition.
Fuji's in.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think definitely Demolition.
Here's a question, and I'll give this to you, and I'll cast it out to Wes as well. What manager do you think deserves to go in right now that hasn't been inducted other than Jim Cornette? Obviously, I think Corny deserves it. Me and him may not always agree on everything, wrestling or otherwise, but, you know, I still think he deserves it.
Most managers are in.
Most of the best managers are in, but there's bound to be someone. Okay, let's open it a little bit wider and say manager or celebrity.
I got one.
Throw it.
Elizabeth.
Yeah.
Miss Elizabeth is not
Yeah.
in the WWE Hall of Fame. And I think
Well,
that
you just inducted Lex.
Yeah. Randy's
and
in there.
Randy's in.
Ted
DiBiase's in.
Sherry's in.
Sherry's in. I remember watching her induction speech.
Yeah.
It was awesome. And that's one of the very few times that I have seen Booker T blush when she pointed at Booker and she's like, and
but yeah, I think Elizabeth definitely deserves to be in the Hall of Fame.
I would love. Oh, that's Demolition.
Who? What manager would you want to see in there, or celebrity?
I'm gonna be honest. I can't think of a manager off the top of my head, but I do know of one celebrity who he's been there multiple times for multiple events on multiple occasions, and he literally saved a segment. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Good one.
IRS, yes.
Part of Money Inc. Yeah. This man literally saved a segment at WrestleMania just 2 years ago.
Are you thinking who I'm thinking?
I don't know.
Because I think he's already in there.
Is he?
I think he went in 2016, according to this.
Who? Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
he went in 2016.
Okay. I didn't realize that.
You were going to say Snoop Dogg.
I was going to say Snoop Dogg.
Absolutely. I mean, if he wasn't in, I would definitely. I'll tell you one that deserves a spot in the Hall of Fame that has really done some major things with WWE. Jelly Roll.
Yes.
Jelly Roll.
I don't know that I would say he's Hall of Fame worthy at this point.
I think that given his, look, the guy dropped 200 pounds. And really and honestly, he wasn't that bad.
Guys, we just glazed over one we were just talking about.
Who?
Muta.
Muta's in the Hall of Fame.
Is he?
Muta went.
Why does this list say he's not?
Because Ric Flair was the one that inducted him, and Flair spent more time talking about himself.
Why does this say he's not in?
Because they're dumb, and it's probably an old list.
No, it's an AI list, so it's bound to be fairly fresh. I think
Muta went in 2023.
Okay.
Because his speech was, "Thank you very much."
Yeah, I remember that now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like the shortest speech in Hall of Fame history. Because Flair spent 20 minutes talking about him.
Bam Bam?
Bigelow?
Yep.
Bigelow not in?
I don't think so. According to this, he's not. One that I would love to see go in, honestly, I think is one of the most deserving out there right now. It would have to be and I've said this for a while.
Man.
I've said this for a while. It would have to be, for me to be happy with it, it would have to be a brief return to WWE for a handful of matches and then an immediate induction then into his retirement, because I know that's where he's headed right now. It's Dustin Rhodes, Gold Dust.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sid Vicious, there's a great name.
Yeah.
I was about to ask you, Wes, who do you think? But yes, you answered that, Sid. Definitely, Sid deserves a place. I actually always thought Sid was already in, but he is not. We talked about that actually when we had Sid on.
Yeah, when Sid passed.
Doctor on Call.
Yeah.
I'll think of it here in a minute. It'll hit me.
In the very near future, I see Batista going in. I see Edge and Christian going in. I'm going to say
The Hardys will go.
The Hardys will go. The Steiners will go.
Steiner's
already in.
Yeah. Tom Breaker inducted them.
Yeah.
Same year Heyman went.
Ken Shamrock. RVD.
RVD's already in.
Is he?
Yeah. Pretty sure.
I don't think
Is
so.
RVD not in the Hall of Fame?
I don't think so.
Yeah, he is. Uh, 2021.
Okay.
That's how much we watch wrestling, don't we? They don't watch it. Dustin definitely. Dustin Rhodes, a natural, deserves to go in. Honestly, I think you induct him as yeah, he did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
do you think they'll ever induct China?
By herself?
Yes.
I think it's a travesty if they don't.
I agree.
I think that here's the thing. I don't think Triple H would have ever got the boost without China.
You don't think so? I disagree only because he was on a push before
he had
China.
Sable.
Yeah.
When he first came into WCW.
I'll be right.
All right.
Go ahead and talk to me.
But he had a push with WWE, and yeah, I guess but interesting, very interesting. I would like to see. I'd like to see him put Charles Robinson in. I know he's still active refereeing. Trying to think of some other names that I'd like to see go in. I wish they would have put in Ivan Koloff before he died, but he finally made it on the legacy wing. There are a lot of names out there that could or could not have went into the Hall of Fame. But yeah.
So here's Jim Cornette, Kevin Dunn.
They've got
Jim Ross.
Kevin, yeah. Jim Ross is in the Hall of Fame, man.
Possibly. I don't know. I'm just reading a list that someone made here.
Yeah.
Shane McMahon, Mike Chioda,
Haku, Barbarian Warlord,
Earl Hebner, I agree about Kevin Dunn. I'm just reading this list.
Yeah.
Here's
a name, and this is probably going to start a firefight. Vincent Kennedy McMahon.
I agree. He should be in the Hall of Fame.
I don't think it ever happens, but I think because here's the deal. I mean, let's take all the nonsense out of it, all the argument, all the fuss on name value. And I'm not who? What? What'd I say?
that one lost.
Oh.
I mean, it blew my.
I'm telling you.
The locker that Goldberg used to headbutt.
Doug Dellinger.
Yes.
Doug Dellinger's a good name to go into the Hall of Fame. Well, we got 2 viewers on Facebook now, so Wes is joined by somebody.
Yeah.
Who out there?
Truthfully, there's several from the Attitude Era that maybe weren't the biggest of. They weren't upper card guys.
D'Lo Brown,
Val Venus.
Val Venus.
Honest to goodness, I think he deserves it.
Hey, my.
Val Venus had that character was so over.
It was.
For a time period.
And if a Godfather's in, Val Venus has to be.
Well,
you got to be on the list. He might have made some people mad, but I mean, hey,
throwing it out there. You mentioned Ivan Koloff while I was over there.
He's in on the legacy wing, but I mean,
he deserves a spot.
We got one on YouTube watching us, and one on Facebook. So hell, hey.
What do you think about some of the guys from ECW, where they were on WWE, but they were the majority of their careers, the best parts of their careers were in ECW? I'll name a few: Taz, Sandman, New Jack. I don't think New Jack will ever go. Just saying. But Taz, Sandman, Tommy Dreamer. Tommy Dreamer may already be in.
He may
don't
be.
know.
I don't think. Wes.
Gangrel.
He's Gangrel. Yeah, definitely. I think you put him in with Edge and Christian when they go.
Do you induct the entire Brood as the Brood?
I think you induct them as the Brood.
I loved the Brood. I loved the whole gimmick, but I think Edge and Christian deserve to go in as Edge and Christian and on solo careers.
Yeah, but you're not going to have that all at the same time.
No.
There's a lot of names.
The Brood was they were a big part of that era.
They were.
How
about the Rockers as a tag team?
I don't know that you'll ever see it.
I mean,
I really don't think you'll ever see it.
I don't think you will, but I mean, you got to say, as a tag team, Arn Anderson considers them the best tag team he ever faced in WWF.
Well, yeah.
I mean, so
I think in the very near future, we're going to see, and I'm talking the next 3 to 4 years.
Right.
We will get to see John Cena. We will get to see Edge, Christian, the Hardys. Probably get to see Dustin. I hope and pray we get to see Dustin in the next couple of years. I have you've heard me say this, but I have in my mind a story that runs the Dustin Hall of Fame induction.
Right.
And that is Cody having to go against The Rock and his ilk, whoever it may be, whoever he brings with him. And Cody calls on some help. He's already used Randy. He's already used several people that have, that he's had career links to.
Yeah.
He calls on some help, and it's his brother.
Yeah.
And I think his brother comes back to help him defeat the Rock and the whatever. You can call it the Bloodline. You can call it the Rock's posse, for all I care.
Could you call it Double Trouble Crap on a Stick?
Yeah, you can call it Double Trouble Crap on a Stick, for all I care. So Dustin comes back, helps Cody. It'll never happen, but I'd like to see Cody turn on him and Dustin end up taking the title from him.
Yeah.
Just because, right?
Absolutely.
Dustin holds the world title one time, or the Universal title, or the WWE title, whatever they're going to call it tomorrow.
Well,
hold it one time before he finally
the only other way that
walks away, inducts into the Hall of Fame, and then
I would like to see, honestly, if you're going to put a world title on Dustin, I think he needs to leave AEW, go to the NWA, and
hold the title his daddy held.
Hold the NWA world title. His brother done it. Dustin is closer to the NWA, I think, in lineage than Cody.
Is that Anthony Stidham?
Oh,
defend her title against AOG Live.
Who should Doubles defend her title against at AOG Live? Anthony Stidham. Wasn't he the one that called me a dick?
Yes. Yes. Let's see.
Well,
That's a really good
and I just drew a blank. Oh my God, you done me that way.
There's a handful of ladies that come out of that wrestle out of the Eastern Kentucky, Southern Ohio area that I think would be great challengers for that. Emily Rose.
Yeah.
I'd like to see what's her name? Out of
now I'm having to look up names now.
Yeah, that's me. I can't think of the girl's name. Out of ASW. Shoot. Micah. Yes.
That would be good, Micah.
That would actually be a really good match. Micah already holds a title.
Tegan Thorne.
That's a good one.
That's one. Samantha Starr, if you can come up with it.
Yeah.
Miranda Gordy. We can name names all night long here. Yeah.
Why not? What's her name?
Tell you one that I would like to see, one-on-one with a fair referee.
That's what I was trying to get at.
Colby Max. I think with a fair referee, it would be an awesome match. And
if you can get the Neon Enigma to keep her nose out of it.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah. Keep the Neon Enigma out of it.
Colby Max is a true talent. She's
indeed
awesome.
Audrey Allen is another name that comes to mind. There are a lot of, What's your thoughts, Anthony Stidham?
Did you just lean your ear down like you was listening to the microphone?
Neon will have her hands full on the.
Yeah. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth?
I think you do. Yeah, Neon will have her hands full on the 11th. I can only, it's be nice. Be nice. My thoughts don't matter. See the booker.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Your thoughts don't matter.
No.
Come to think of it, do you really think? Then if your thoughts don't matter, why in the world was you asking us our thoughts?
I guess because he thinks our thoughts matter.
Or is it because this is Ask Us Almost Anything?
It is. And in both cases, he had every right to ask.
Go ahead. Go ahead. Ask away. Oh, Lord. Let's see.
It's see? Yeah. See? Got to give him a second.
I'm sorry. I've been at this for almost 2 hours right now.
Yeah. Oh, goodness.
It's
been one of those days.
It has been. I mean,
up.
I consider he's like a blister.
Only shows up when the work's done.
Only show up when the work's done.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah. But no, it's not been that bad of a night. I've actually it's turned into a decent show. Do want to.
No problem.
That's Doc.
He said you could put your own letter in there, whichever one you want.
There's your letter.
Yeah. Oh, I'm growing to like this guy. I don't know him. I'm growing to like him.
Well, I think he's stuck at 5.
Sometimes he can be a real doc, if you know what I mean.
I think he's stuck at 5'3", but that's okay too, ain't it?
I mean, I guess.
Was
that an I?
It sure wasn't an O.
Again, he can be a real doc. You know what I mean?
I get that. I'm good at it.
Well,
I mean,
if you're good at what you do,
don't change it.
Yep.
Just keep going.
I'm curious to know who Anthony Stidham thinks. 5'5", thank you. I'm curious.
I sure didn't know they stacked it that high.
I'm curious to know who Anthony Stidham thinks would be a good challenge for Sarah Bubbles' AOG Women's Championship.
Well, he said it didn't matter what he thought.
I understand. I'm not saying it matters. I'm just saying I'm interested.
Indulge us with your acumen.
If you could pick anyone from anywhere, Anthony Stidham, who would you pick to go against Sarah Bubbles for the AOG Championship? AOG Women's Championship. We'll wait.
I want to hit the Jeopardy music right about now.
Yeah, well.
Oh,
do 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 do.
Tegan would be good. I agree with you. I do. We agree.
Yeah, apparently.
It's communication.
Yeah.
Talked about this a few times.
I'm curious to know what comes out of that situation that we seen at FTC in downtown Ironton
You talking about the one where Jillian Hall
Yes.
and
Jillian Hall face planted
Sue Young in the
Sue
middle of the
Young,
ring? Yeah. That would be interesting. Jillian Hall, Sue Young at a yeah. That would be interesting.
Yeah.
I would yeah. Jillian Hall, Sarah Bubbles, there's one.
And think
Student and teacher.
Yeah,
there's definitely.
Has the student become the master yet?
Only time could tell.
Jillian versus Bubbles. Yeah.
Indeed. I mean, yeah, definitely. That would be good. I'm all for it.
Yeah.
That's how it's okay. I mean, hey, we read each other's minds.
Yeah. Great minds.
Yeah, great minds, definitely. Cherry L8.
Cherry L8.
Oh.
You know, there's still 2 of those shotgun weddings over there in my refrigerator.
Is there really?
Yeah.
Is that a hint?
No, I was just telling you. I mean, if you want one, matter of fact, I think you're the one that bought them, so I don't know.
I did, but that neither here nor there.
Yeah.
I was going to say, if that was a hint, I might get a strode off.
Yeah.
FCC might watch us.
I think we're
toss us out on our heads.
I think we're coming down to the end of this thing.
Yeah, Doc. I think we are too. Let's.
We've been joined here for quite a while by Mr. Anthony Stidham and
Wes Butler.
Both.
Yes, absolutely. Both of you all.
Hate to leave you guys, but should have been here 2 hours ago.
That's it. Well, Wes has been here for quite some time. He's been hanging around quite some time. Anthony, not so much. Don't know what he was doing or where he was at, but you know, it is what it is.
He might have had his hands full.
He might have. You never know.
You never know.
You never know. Hey, I'm gonna tell y'all something. Do want to say a big thank you to our good friends out at Time Warp, Earl and his gang, 500 Winchester Avenue, beside of Belk's, the Ashland Town Center Mall. Great group of people. You will not find a better selection of most anything.
Yeah.
Cards, records, games, figures, the whole 9 yards.
Wrestling memorabilia, sports memorabilia,
autographs. I mean, he's got everything. Not to mention, like I said, that list of meet and greets that they just had. X-Pac and Royce Gracie down there. Yeah, it's pretty good.
At least it was X-Pac, not Tupac.
Yeah. Well, they couldn't get Tupac. It's short enough.
They could have got that hologram that they done of Tupac a few years ago. Looked like Tupac. Of course, if you bring Tupac in, even the hologram, then you've got to make room for Will Smith's wife. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead, Doc.
Will Smith's wife.
Before somebody gets smacked, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
Do want to also say a hats off to our good friends out at Walk-In Time 1626 6th Avenue, Charleston, West Virginia. Get down there, see JR and his bunch. Got some awesome stuff, things that will make you wish to God you'd have held on to it just a little bit longer. Also, Drifter's Bar, 20. I can't see, my eyes is bad anymore. 205 South 3rd Street, Ironton, Ohio. Sorry, guys. Get down there. That's where you can get your food and your beverage of choice.
Have a good time. They've always got an event or something going on down there.
Take us through the rest of those if you don't mind, please, sir.
A big shout out to our wonderful friends at FTC's Art of Grappling, 110 South 4th Street, Ironton, Ohio. If you're looking to come out and enjoy a great hometown feel independent wrestling show, check out AOG Live. If you
Hey,
are looking to get into the
I was
wrestling
gonna say,
business,
right there
is no better training facility in the tri-state area than FTC's Art of Grappling. Hands down,
they will
the
never
best.
accept that. They will never say that of themselves. But I am here to tell you right now. Head trainer Bobby Blaze, former WCW star, Smoky Mountain Championship Wrestling heavyweight champion.
Yeah.
Let me tell you something. That guy has been across the seas to Australia. He's been in Japan. He's wrestled in the United States, South Africa. Hey, this guy is the real deal. I mean,
Yeah.
you don't get no better than Bobby Blaze. Saw him last weekend. We was up in Inez, Kentucky, with FTC. Let me, you can't say enough good about Bobby Blaze. That's for sure.
Also, a big shout out to Bob and John at the Indie Wrestling Experience. We love you guys, enjoy the work you do, and appreciate the work you do, highlighting the independent wrestling scene the world over. Also, huge shout out to our wonderful friends at the Wrestling Society Network. Check them out at thewrestlingsocietynetwork.com. Also on Facebook at Wrestling Society Network. Their app on Roku, Apple, and Amazon. And again, they're working on a standalone app. They have put countless hours into gathering wrestling-related content into one place. And we love everybody over there. Brox, Brody. Shoot, why can't I always forget that?
You thinking Bruiser Brody?
Brox, Brady, Professor Bear, Amy, everyone over there. We love you all. Appreciate all you do. And last but not least, my wonderful wife, Sheena Dixon, at Sheena Dixon Photography. Yeah, keep your mouth shut. She does photography for, school functions, photos, prom, homecoming, senior pictures. She does all the photography for Elevate Pro Wrestling and weddings. Yeah, that. Weddings. The doc says she needs to do pictures of divorces because some people might appreciate that. And all kinds of stuff. Check her out at Sheena Dixon Photography. Yeah, you're good now.
Family reunions.
Yeah.
I done good.
Yeah.
I done real good.
Yes.
And also, again, tonight we are live not only on Facebook, but we are live on YouTube as well. And it is great. We've had people coming in and out all night long. But you know what time it is?
Doc, I think it's time to piss on the fire and call the dogs.
I think you are absolutely right. So for the excellence of elocution, Walter Dixon, I'm the Doctor of Professional Wrestling, Mike Blankenship, PhD, saying to you, until next time, so long from the Bluegrass State.